You know what I hate? I hate Thanksgiving not getting its due.
Things as fates.
I have some very fond memories of my childhood Thanksgivings. Obviously, the food. But at the same time, my birthday rolled around the same time as Thanksgiving. Once every 6 years, it landed on the same day. So my birthday and Thanksgiving, they just kind of coincided, and it was always just such a swell time growing up. But there's one thing that I miss that I don't see anymore, and that is the Thanksgiving decor. Thanksgiving itself in general doesn't seem like it gets its due anymore. I feel like Thanksgiving has become the connecting flight from Halloween to Christmas, and I fucking hate that. I love Thanksgiving. As Garfield once said, Thanksgiving is the day we celebrate having food by eating as much of it as possible. I mean, when I was a kid, I remember right after Halloween, you could go into stores and they actually had those like fake hay bales that you could buy. They were actually like styrofoam cubes with like a veneer of hay like glued onto them. They had like turkeys. I remember we had some garland that was just those like little cloth fake leaves, like the autumn leaves that you could hang up on your walls or on your ceiling, and you could decorate for Thanksgiving. Now, as soon as Halloween is over, November 1st, you turn on the radio, you start hearing Christmas music. What the fuck happened to celebrating Halloween? I don't know. It feels like there's more hoopla about Black Friday than there is about Halloween. And another thing, how come we don't see more Thanksgiving movies? I mean, there is a metric fuck ton of Christmas movies. Mainstream movies, direct to video movies. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of the old Rankin Bass classics, Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Rudolph and Night Before Christmas and all that jazz. But I mean, there are some stinkers that come out, like just some, slapped together direct to video shitty B movies about Christmas. There's so many. Halloween obviously gets its shares, and don't get me wrong, I love Halloween. I love a good horror flick. But I mean, again, there's a metric fuck ton of Halloween films, of Christmas films. What about Thanksgiving movies? I mean, Thanksgiving off the top of my head, I can only name like, let's see, there's Dutch, the stars Ed O'Neill. It's a movie that not too many people know about. The legendary Ed O'Neill, of course, being Al Bundy. It's a movie about him having to take this kid on a cross country trip. He's basically trying to become a father figure to this kid. Kid who has, wants nothing to do with him. He's trying to hook up with his mom. So as a bonding thing, they go on a cross country trip to get somewhere by Thanksgiving, and the antics follow along the way as they bond and eventually, become like father and son, etc. It's not a great movie, but I personally like it just because I'm a fan of Ed O'Neill. Other than that, of course, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That's another one very similar premise. The road trip is what the movie's about, and the antics along the way, trying to get somewhere for Thanksgiving. Grumpy Old Men, starring Walter Matthau and is it I can't remember if it's John Lemon or Don Lemon. Um, but that's another movie. It kind of takes place around Thanksgiving. And off the top of my head, that's pretty much all I can think of. I remember as a kid on Cartoon Network, they would show The Iron Giant every year on Thanksgiving, but that's hardly a Thanksgiving movie. It just kind of used to show up on that time, so my brain associates it with it. I mean, where the hell are all the Thanksgiving movies? It seems like it would be such an easy premise to make. Other than that, you have like the Peanuts Thanksgiving special, with Charlie Brown making pretzels and toast, and the Garfield Thanksgiving special. Not to mention the Odds and Ends Giving special, which is coming pretty soon. But anyway, where are all the Thanksgiving movies? I mean, there's so many fucking Christmas movies. Every fucking year they churn them out. They churn out this fucking garbage that is absolute shit. Well, not all of them, but I mean, why do they keep playing the classics over and over again? Because there are no new classics. Everything that they come out with this year is garbage. The fucking Office, was it Office Christmas Party or something? I saw that movie. I can't even remember it. For anybody who likes that movie, I'm sorry, but I didn't give a crap about it. I mean, why? How come there's no Thanksgiving carols? I mean, shit. You got all these Christmas carols. Obviously, Halloween has some music. There's creepy music associated with it, but no fucking Thanksgiving carols. I mean, Thanksgiving just does not get its due. I remember Thanksgiving decorations. I remember. I mean, just the ambience in the air. There's something about the time of year, the colors that all the trees turn, the cool breeze. It's the best weather. Thanksgiving has just the autumn has the best weather. I mean, I love it. It's not too cold, it's not too hot. It's so nice and refreshing and brisk. There's always a scent in the air, a scent of just something. The air is spiced with something. For anybody who has allergies, I'm sorry, but I don't, and I enjoy it. But I mean, why the fuck doesn't Thanksgiving get its due? I don't know. I've always been fond of Thanksgiving. I know Obs loves Halloween. So many people love Christmas, and I do too. But I love Thanksgiving. I have some of the fondest memories of my childhood are of Thanksgiving. And I just feel like as soon as Halloween comes and goes, it's on to Christmas. Like right on to Christmas. And I guess the way I see it is, if the holiday season were a movie, Halloween would be the intro, the opening scene, the setup to the movie. Then Thanksgiving would be the rising action, one of the most important parts of the movie. And of course, Christmas would be your climax, the ending fight scene or the final struggle or whatever. And then New Year's would be like the final resolution, the scene after the climax where people figure out, what the hell happened, or what, how everything got resolved. And then of course, Valentine's Day would be the post-credit scene. But yeah, fucking bring back Thanksgiving. Bring back the sense of Thanksgiving. Bring back giving Thanksgiving its due. It deserves it. I love Thanksgiving. And how many turkeys die each year for us to have it, damn it? And I'm right. Because you know, as well as I do, that by the second week of December, you're already sick of this shit. It's creepy, isn't it? Yeah, it's fucking creepy.
Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this Odds and Ends gaming video. If you did, please consider leaving a like, commenting, sharing with your friends, and subscribing if you haven't already. And as always, don't forget to settle down.